Okay. Let's get into something sad right now. The facts are the facts, and so we cover them. And I've told the story many times of when I was 15 going to driver's education, and my dad was a dentist, also did oral surgery in some hospitals, and he wasn't a conspiracy theory type guy. He didn't talk much trash about the government. He just talked about the way things were. And he said, son, don't sign the organ donor card. And he said, the word is from doctors and surgeons I know that a lot of hospitals, if you come in hurt, but easy to revive, not that hurt, they will let you die to get your organs because they could get hundreds of thousands of dollars then. Now it's about $500,000. And the hospital and the doctors end up getting part of that money. And I didn't believe it. When he told me, I couldn't believe it because I was young and naive. But then I remember probably 5 years later in college, now living in Austin, going over visiting my grandparents. I went most Sundays to eat dinner with my grandfather and grandmother. And I remember watching 60 Minutes with my grandfather because he watched it every week. And they had a whole show about Chicago and other cities, hospitals killing people for their organs. And it went on and on and on and on. And the media doesn't really ever cover that. I've only seen a few reports confirmed of that. But they'll always cover, if you don't sign the organ donor card, they don't care. They still take your corneas or your eyes. And Cass Sunstein says even if you don't want it, they're going to take your organs. And we know China takes people's political dissidents' organs. We know they sell them on the world market. We know people have been killed by gangster groups to have their organs taken. But Israel really was caught with its pants down. Israel, if you'll remember, about 6 months ago, it came out in Dutch and German prestigious newspapers. And one came out in Sweden as well, saying, we've confirmed with doctors in Israel that they will go out and kill a Palestinian, and they'll drag them off, and the soldiers get the money, part of the money, and they gut them right there in a field hospital and fly the organs out. Just like China. And then different Haiti activists said, watch out, about a week and a half ago, watch out, Israel's there, and the word is they're taking people's organs. And my issue here is Israel is not persona non grata. They are not off limits to criticize and go after. But I also get criticized because I don't say the center of all evil on the planet is in Israel, and the center of evil on the planet, it's in our own hearts and minds. Every group of people has evil psychopaths, and they all team up and work together. But Israel really does arrogantly attack anybody that criticizes them and uses the anti-Semitic remark. Then it came out, in fact, since I mentioned this, will you print me the AP and Reuters? Israel admits they did take organs. And then they finally got caught, and a bunch of their doctors came out and said, no, they are taking people's organs. They are. And folks, if you can get $500,000 for the liver, the 2 kidneys, the lungs, and other things they take, the eyes, you better believe that governments are in there doing it. And you better believe that could be going on. And Paul Watson wrote an article last week, says activists say this, we don't know, but because Israel's been caught doing this, it's like if the Chinese were there and people were accusing them, we'd go, well, the Chinese do this. I mean, and it's not going to stop if we don't expose them. Oh, don't criticize the Chinese. I remember back when Bill Clinton was caught selling missile secrets, missile cone systems, MIRV technology, which is key. You don't just send up one ICBM with one warhead. When it comes back into orbit or back into the atmosphere, it pops off and shoots off 5 or 6 dummies and 5 or 6, depending on the MIRV system. That particular thing had 12 MIRVs, real warheads. It's got missiles inside the missile that shoot off in different directions, so that even if you've got particle beams or anti-missile missiles or railgun sabot systems, that still you can't stop all the nukes. Clinton gave that. I remember CNN saying it's racist to criticize China and what they're doing with the missile secrets. It's wrong to be doing this. No, anytime somebody does that, I'm not going to go along with it. Doctor admits Israel pathologist harvest organs without consent. That's the London Guardian. There's an AP's even stronger. Israel has admitted pathologists harvested organs from dead Palestinians and others without the consent of their families. The practice, it said, ended in the 1990s. It has emerged at this weekend. Well, we first exposed that the U.S. and Israel were doing this because of the doctors' reports in Iraq, the photos, and photos even released by the Pentagon clearly showed they'd done quick surgeries where they slice them open here, here, and here, open it up for fast entry, carve out the breastbone, pop it open, and just get the goodies fast and sanguinate the blood and sell that. I mean, they just suck humans dry like we're a cantaloupe. And it's clear that contractors, the Pentagon, and Israel, and I covered this in martial law, in the extras. We made a mini film, a little 10-minute film about it. We covered this in 2005. Now, why do I go over all this? When we come back after the break, traffickers targeting Haitian children, human organs, the Prime Minister says. The Prime Minister. Trafficking of children and human organs is occurring. This is CNN. In the aftermath of the earthquake that devastated parts of Haiti, killed more than 150,000 people and left many children orphans, Haitian Prime Minister Jean-Max Belarive said last night, there is organ trafficking for children and other persons also because they need all types of organs. He said in an exclusive interview with CNN's Christina Amanpour. Well, why didn't she ask who's doing it? He did not give specifics, but asked Amanpour if there was trafficking of children. But when asked by Amanpour if there was trafficking of children, Belarive said, the reports I receive say yes. So the first reports was it was Israel doing it. Now, I'm here exposing this, and I've been exposing it since 2005. The COINTELPRO will then say if other countries are doing it, oh, well, how dare you say the Chinese are doing it? No, only Jews can do something evil. See, that's how the COINTELPRO operatives work, and that's how it's not fair. No, we're here exposing. We're here covering it. We're here talking about it. My whole point is government is evil across the board. We've got to cut its size. We've got to have more transparency. We've got to get up off of our fat butts and get involved and start exposing these people. We have to educate the population. You want the solution? Look in the mirror. Letters to the editor. Call into talk radio. Go visit your congressman. Visit your state house. Start your own rally. Start your own organization. Start your own blog. Start your own Twitter. You can sign up with our Twitter at twitter.com/Real Alex Jones. Is that the correct address? Okay, I got it right. I'm learning how. So, guys, there's so many of those, though. Hundreds of comments coming in. Can you print me the specific questions for Deborah Medina and Kurt Haskell then? Okay, we're going to come back with this horrible organ situation. You just have to get down to how evil government is and the things they'll do and the types of horrible... I mean, the UN, everywhere they go, runs child kidnapping rings, organ harvesting, you name it. Our government does it. The hospitals do it. They're evil people everywhere. Okay, here is the Prime Minister of Haiti talking about organ theft going on in the country. Let's go ahead and go to that clip.
It seems to be legal, but a lot of organizations, they come and they say there were children on the streets, we are going to bring them to the States. And we have already reports of a lot of trafficking, even of organ trafficking.
Of organ trafficking? Yeah. Now?
Now, already.
Of the victims of the earthquake?
Yeah. So,
do you know that for sure?
Yeah, I know that for sure, and it was discussed in Montreal during the conference.
Well, there you have it from the Prime Minister of Haiti. Now, here's the issue. What do you think the CPS does? They're above the law. They swear out fake reports. They do whatever they want. They've been caught 5 to 7 times more often in pedophilia, in abuse of children than any other group. The most dangerous place for your child to be is in government custody statistically. That's from the Justice Department themselves. And it's the same thing in Europe, same thing in Russia. Where do you think perverts go? Now, are there some good social workers? Absolutely. Are there some good truancy officers? Sure. But statistically, this is the group that has to be watched, just like government and aid groups in there, shipping those kids out of the country. And I would imagine if she pressed, they're probably grabbing the kids and taking their organs. But she didn't elaborate on that, and CNN should continue to cover this. But in my experience, CNN doesn't report on Chinese organ harvesting. They don't report on the Israelis organ harvesting. They don't report on any of this illegal activity.